And then me and Joe are going to Germany later this year as well, so I got myself a little German Mickey to take with me. Friends, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Lize and I am a Disney plush collector from the UK. So happy Friday, I hope you've all had a great week. I'm here with a bit of a trip announcement, but it's actually already happened and happened over a month ago. So I'm gonna get into the details and why you didn't know about it at the time, and then we're gonna do a bit of a pack with me because that's the main focus of this video. So back in January, me and Joe booked to visit Europa Park in Germany. I have been dropping a few hints here and there, like me buying the German Mickey Mouse because I wanted to take him on my trip, and refreshing my German on Duolingo because if you didn't know this about me, I learnt German at school for 7 years. So it's a bit rusty because I haven't been to Germany in about 13 years, but I would like to speak German on this trip if I can. So this was booked back in January, like I say, and I'd already planned to bring you some vlogs, which we'll talk about in a bit. But then, as you will know from my May vlog, and if you didn't, I will leave it in the description for you, we suddenly decided to book Disneyland Paris for June, which ended up being 3 weeks apart from this Europa Park trip, which means that the vlogs go up at the time that I would have announced this, because typically I would announce it on the Friday that we're getting home, which would have been the 11th of July, which is now when my Disneyland Paris Day 1 vlog goes up, the first full day. So I was like, I will just put this up after the Disneyland Paris series is finished, but then I was like, you're not going to know about it then, because I have hinted towards it in monthly vlogs but not formally announced it. And I'm not in the business of doing extra uploads at the minute because I'm just exhausted all the time and work's really stressful, so I just want to commit to my 2 videos a week plus all my shorts, and I still want to bring you a plush video every week on a Tuesday. So this is unfortunately going up in August, about a month after I got back, but I just wanted to explain why that was. And I mean, some of you might not even be interested in this anyway because it's not Disney, but I would implore you to at least look into it because I see Europa Park as Europe's Epcot, basically. They've got the big ball. It admittedly doesn't have Spaceship Earth in it. It's got rides very similar to Disney, and just like World Showcase, there are parts of the park dedicated to different countries of Europe, and I'm really excited to take you along with me. So we're going to pack together in this video. I'm hoping it's less stressful than when I pack for Disney because I won't be taking Disney plush keychains, I won't be taking ears, I won't really be taking Disney outfits either. I'm trying to go quite casual because it's going to be warm, but also not really go too Disney because I'm aware it's not a Disney park. So this will go up, and then for the next few Fridays there will be Europa Park content. So next week I'm planning to bring you a travel day vlog, which will essentially be how we get there and how we get back, because the way we researched this was by watching vlogs by Theme Park Worldwide, and we've pretty much done the exact same journey that he would, and it's a little bit complicated where Europa Park is. So essentially Rust doesn't really have an airport nearby in the same way that Disneyland Paris has Charles de Gaulle, so we are flying into Basel Airport, which I'd never heard of before we booked Europa Park, and then Eurovision was held there this year, so a lot of you will have heard of it now. But Basel Airport has both a French and a Swiss exit, and we've got to make sure we go out of the exit into Switzerland, and then we are taking a train from Switzerland to Germany. So it's going to be a very complicated travel day, and I would like to share it with you in as much detail as I can. And in that vlog I will also show you where we're staying, because we're not staying in a Europa Park hotel, so I will show you that hotel. We might walk to Europa Park as a bit of a test run that day, even though we don't have tickets to get in, simply to show you how easy it is to get there from our hotel. But essentially that video is just travelling there and back, and then I plan to do a bumper vlog of the 3 days that we're there, just because it's new to me too, and I feel like if I am trying my hardest to get enough content for 3 full-length vlogs, I might not take in as much as I want to. So I am hoping to put all 3 days into one vlog. It might be over an hour then, but I don't know whether each morning we'll do the same thing or whether we'll do different things, and I don't want it to be too repetitive. So my outfits will change, but I am thinking of doing that as just one vlog, and I hope you don't mind that. I have been doing my research and they sell Nikki plushes, I think that's how that's said, that are German plushes that I used to collect when I went on school trips to Germany as a kid. I do want to show you the shops and where we eat as well. So there will be content from Europa Park, it just won't be as much content as you would be used to when I go to Disney. So we are going Monday to Friday. We travel to Europa Park on the Monday and we travel from Europa Park on the Friday, and then we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as full days in the park. We won't be going into the park on the Monday or the Friday, but we might explore the hotels because I've read that you can do that. I've done some research and I can film on rides if I've got my chest mounted GoPro on, so that will be going with me. My DJI Osmo Pocket 3 won't, unfortunately, because for most roller coasters you have to leave your bag in a little cubby on the side of the track, and I don't want the most important piece of my kit to just be left there. So I won't be taking the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, so we will have iPhone vlogs again. I'm sorry, but I'm hoping you will come along for the journey with me. So like I said, it's going to be warm, but we need to pack about a week out because I actually go to London with my mum on the Saturday and the Sunday, and then when I get back from London I am heading straight back down to Heathrow with Joe. So I just need to be able to move my toiletries from the bag they were in for London into the suitcase. So let's go and pack. Right, so the stressful time has come to pack for Europa Park. I do have some outfits together. So it is hand luggage again, so I'm taking the same one I took to Disneyland Paris. I'll admit I haven't checked it's okay yet, which I will before I pack Joe's, but I figure if Air France allowed it, British Airways should, but never take that gamble, always check. So I'm going to start with the easy side, I guess, because I am still thinking of taking vacuum bags because I just might need them. They do sell Plush there. I haven't seen anyone's vlogs who goes into that much detail about the shopping. So the first thing I'm going to put in is these. 3 might seem a bit much, but we did actually use all 3 coming back from Paris. I'm going to use this little Adventurers Out There pouch again, just because it might be good for little plushes, but I also think it's going to be good for the vacuum itself, which does need charging. Charge it, Lizzie, because it sets itself off sometimes, so it would be good to have it hidden away. I'm going to take a handheld fan with me, possibly 2, because I used them in Disneyland Paris getting into bed. It was really helpful, so I just think it's a good idea. Now hats, I'm thinking of taking this one, but it does really push my hair onto the back of my neck, so I do have some other options. Got my squirrel one, which is quite nice. It's denim. I feel like it will go with a lot of my outfits. Or there's my favourite one, which doesn't really fit my head anymore. That's not nice to know. It's not on the biggest it will go. That's much better. I do love this. I bought it with my granddad's money. I think he'd given me birthday money, so it was when I went in April 2019, and I almost lost this hat once at Chessington World of Adventure. And I remember being so upset because my granddad had paid for it that I was going to lose it, and now he's gone. So I really cherish this hat. I don't take it many places, so I might take this hat. I feel like I don't want a bucket hat because it just pushes my hair down. Then if I did want to tie my hair up, I've got the little ponytail bit. I feel like the Disneyland one's going with me, but there's quite a bit of lint on it, which reminds me I've got this little tiny lint roller. I never used it at all in Disneyland Paris, but I'll need it for that hat, so that's going in. There will be my chargers and my plug adapter. I'm taking 2 of these because I found that everything charged really slowly when they're all connected to one, so I'm going to take 2. And then I need the plush I'm going to sleep with, which is my Stitch Hug Me, and my toiletries, which will be in my bag I need for overnight. So in this little neat pocket, I'm going to put my razors and my toothbrush and my blister plasters, because even though I've got more faith in my new shoes, I still feel like I'm going to need blister plasters. And then I think I'm going to take Crocs as my secondary pair of shoes, so they're just going to go in there, and then I'm going to try packing cubes for this. And then the outfit one is always way harder to get to fit. So I've got 3 pairs of trousers. These are for the 3 days in Europa Park, and then I've got 3 shirts for the 3 days in Europa Park. And again, doesn't look like that's gonna shut, which is annoying because I've got one more shirt I need to fit in there, which is the going home shirt. Okay, it did shut just about. And then in the underwear one, I need to pack my pyjamas. I've gone with just a t-shirt and shorts combo because it's meant to be quite warm. Just realised I'm packing all this and I haven't talked to you about the weather one bit. So it is supposed to be warmish, comfortable, I would say, better than it was in Disneyland Paris. There might be a little bit of rain, but not enough for me to feel like I need to dress differently. But that's my suitcase packed. Easier than I thought, because obviously it's not Disney, so I haven't got to worry about like, oh, have I got enough like plush accessories and stuff. So that's all done. And it actually closes really well as well. And then I'm going to take this bag, but not with this Donald on. He will get switched out when I get home on Sunday. But I am going to put a plush on it. I'm going to put this Labubu one because I don't want anyone to feel left out. I don't want to take a Disney one, but I do want to take a plush. And I'm obviously taking German Mickey with me because this trip is why I bought him. But then that won't be my only bag because I'll have things like my GoPro with the chest strap. So I'm going to take this little Triton's Treasures bag with me. My friend Eleanor bought it for me for Christmas. It is Magic Kingdom, but I feel like it doesn't matter that much because it's not a lounge fly. I feel like everyone goes to Disney with the lounge flies. And this can pack down if I decide I don't need it on the way home. So I'm just gonna put my stuff in it. So the GoPro would obviously go in the bottom with the chest strap, which I will have to use on every ride, I think. And then my sunglasses will go in there. Little German Mickey's gonna go in there for photos. And basically anything that isn't gonna go in my Uniqlo bag on the day. So that's that done. I think I mentioned we are stopping in an airport hotel the night before, but I actually get back from London that day, so I can't pack any of this that day. I'll just have to transfer the things I need from my London packing, and if you didn't see me packing for London, I did that in my July vlog. But essentially what's going to go in here is my clothes for the next day, which is where they come in, because I bet you were wondering where the extra shirt was in my suitcase. So I'm going to wear these long polka dot trousers with a t-shirt that says a lot of magic going on at the moment, and obviously my underwear for that day, and then my pyjamas for that night, which may end up being the pyjamas that I took to London, and then my toiletries again. So the toiletries will only go in the suitcase at the airport Monday morning. So this won't have a lot in. It will also have my plush for that night, which will then go in the suitcase. But I just need everything organised and ready to go now before I go down to London, basically. I also need to mention that there's going to be extra toiletries for the hotel. So I'm going to wash my hair the morning of. So I'm taking this toiletry bag that just has my shampoo and my conditioner in there, just so that I can wash my hair before we go. It will dry while we're at the airport, on the plane, etc. And then I haven't got to worry about my hair the rest of the week. I will take little bobbles and a brush just in case I do need to plait it, but I haven't put those in yet because they are in use in this heatwave. But I think that's pretty much everything. If I've forgotten anything, I hopefully will remember and pop it in. But that means I've got to take 4 bags with me Sunday night and 3 bags to the airport. But that is me packed for Europa Park. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog and understand why I didn't tell you about it sooner. I did want the reveal to be in this video. If you guessed it from just me saying I was going to Germany, then well done. But this is going to be a more chill vlog series because, like I said, I only really plan to do 1 vlog from the 3 days because there's so many attractions. I think there's over 100 attractions, so I wouldn't get them done every day. I might do re-rides and I don't have to then put the re-rides in the vlog. Joe might go on some without me. I will be vlogging from my phone as well, so I need to be quite conscious of space on my phone. The GoPro is only for rides where I can't film with my phone, but it's really hard to pack for 3 different stages of a trip in a heatwave. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and I will see you on Tuesday for a regular video and a Europa Park vlog next Friday. Bye friends!